So we're gonna work on some spine stuff first. What we wanna think about is we're actually gonna use this dumbbell to train your multifidi. Okay, so if you think about it, I want it to be on one side. So what we call the kind of gutter. It's gonna be more of the the muscle that's alongside the spine. So it's gonna be more on one side here. We'll have it one side here. And I would say right about where your SI joint is, maybe just a little bit above. Okay, so you kind of feel that your pelvis is a little bit more kind of lopsided.
Yes.
Perfect. Take a big inhale. In your exhale, just try to melt around that point. Go ahead and do that again. Now focus where you feel the pressure from the dumbbell. I want you to try to push the dumbbell out by contracting that tissue. If you feel like your ribs are flaring up, then we're kind of getting more superficial tissue. So we just want those ribs to kind of stay relatively where they are, and then let that contraction go. Again, just trying to push that dumbbell out. At the same time, while you're doing that, making sure that you're not using, glutes or anything else. You just want to keep it as local as you can. Pull in. It's almost like you get a little bit of a vacuum. So you're just keeping your arch, but you're just trying to pull your diaphragm down. Slowly lift up your left leg just a little bit, and then back down. Did you lose the contraction at all? Okay. Go to your right leg. Did you lose the contraction at all? Really. Okay, good. So let's just march like that. So essentially what I'm asking you to do is hold that contraction while you're getting distracted by having to lift these hips up. How's that feeling?
Good.
Let's save that with the cat-cow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just global?
Yep. Okay, so hold this. Imagine just trying to push this out because you're trying to arch more. Rock back into your hips and only go as far as you can. Exactly, so stop before that point and then rock forward. That's it, just disassociate spine from hips. So remember we worked on those global spine cars?
Yes.
While having that pelvic block?
Yep.
Good. Same thing, we'll just go about 2 reps per side. Okay. Give some more flexion through here. Nice. Okay, keep that band consistently pushing. Nice. Walk up. Good, so then take those ribs, rotate them the other way. Great job now using your hips. Keep isolating. Good, Rob. Belt buckle forward. Really try to disperse that motion through as much of the upper vertebrae as you can. So imagine you have a blade in front of your chest. Drive your blade through the ball. Try to pop the ball. Good, less pressure here. Nice. Good adjustment there. What's gonna happen is the band's gonna get in the way of the ball, which I think will force you to squeeze more of your anterior stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Just 1 rep per side.
I actually like that a lot, even though the band's in the way.
Even though the band, why? What do you like about it?
I like that going into flexion like that, I had to work harder to get into it.
To get into it? Perfect.
I like when I have tension against my body.
So
little hip hikes.
Closed chain hip cars are essentially hip hike down. And I'm thinking about this from the perspective of the standing hip.
Yep.
Internally rotate, hip hike up.
Back.
Externally rotate, hip hike down.
Okay.
You're doing a great job. You're keeping that standing knee locked out so you can really isolate the hip. All right, throw some cars in there. Rotate in. You're about to step over. You can't go any further. Hip hike down. Externally rotate out. Yes. Now on your next rep, try to get more external rotation. Like this hip bone is almost going to be in line with the other one. Yeah, as much as you can, right? Right where you have your limit. And now, like you're stepping over a rope, hip hike. You have a good stretch on that left hip, the outside, yeah. All right, whenever you're ready, you switch sides.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's different.
Well, the thing is, part of it is that you can basically use your body weight to move your pelvis around femur.
Right.
A lot of times we work femur and pelvis, which is great. But if you think about like when you do baseball and stuff, all that stuff is you're actually rotating more of your femur or your pelvis around your femur.
It.
Any difference at all in left and right and the ability to hike your hip?
Yeah, a little bit tighter on the right.
Like going up or down?
Going up.
External, stepping down. Excellent. There you go, good adjustment there. Now here especially, don't lose your right knee. So the key with this is that there's a couple variables you can play with. When you go to put your leg up, I can do this with my hips facing straight, and I can just focus on cranking down here, and I'll feel something more inward. But you can also turn yourself and like you're saying, like sink into it. Any magic there? Magic hip?
Jesus. That's like right in the spot that's...
And then you can play around with trying to pull into the back of the socket or out, whatever gives you the better sensation. Try to relax in there a little bit. Try to take a couple of deep breaths. So just allow that nervous system to calm down. Start a light pails. So trying to press your ankle into the bench. Ramp up, good. About medium effort, hold, and then reverse. Rails, easy set. Hold for 3, 2, fade that out, and then sink deeper into the stretch. All right, we're gonna do a motherfucker set.
Love it.
All right. When you're ready, you can ramp up, and you can find your best effort in pails, and also when you're ready, find your best effort in rails. Talk as much to the tissue as you can. Good. This is a cheap bench from Amazon. You can break it. I don't mind. Nice, Rob. Good. Good effort. Keep squeezing. Keep driving. Nice. I was letting you do it. Were you waiting on me? I thought at the beginning I said you decide how many you want at pails and rails. My bad.
That one did it.
My bad, dude. Well, in my head, I'm having this philosophical debate like, should I stop him? Or I told him to go as far as he can. Like, I don't want to get in the way of his experience. Maybe I stop him, he's got 10 seconds left. What are you doing? You're just in the way. I think one of the things that already got better since we started working together, like whatever, a month, 2 months ago, is that you can get more IR and extension.
Yes.
So getting that ankle.
I can actually, yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's great. Do one more of those. And try not to have that karate kick where you hip hike. It's a super common one. It's very, very hard to. Yes. So coachable.
I think I can just get more leverage and push into it more.
Yeah. Yeah, there's probably less stuff.
Yeah, there's the ground, you can only push so hard into the ground.
Yeah.
I like when I'm upright because I can really turn into it. So I'm getting a lot like up in here.
And also like you have your whole other leg to deal with when you're 90-90, and that has its own constraints. Yeah.
Sometimes I'll do pails and rail or ER and IR at the same time. Mm-hmm. Pails and rails.
In both 90-90? Yeah. That's save time, that can help.
Yeah.
I like this up too for a lot of my older people with like knee replacements. We get all that bullshit out of the way.
Takes that IT band out of it.
Yep. So just go into a light set of pails and rails. All right, so you want me to tell you when to stop and start, or you want to do it on your own?
See what happens.
All right, you do it on your own, okay?
All right.
Let's go. Just a warm up, they say. Keep trying to rotate that hip. Talk to yourself. Get that biology going. See his foot's floating over here. No strings. Yeah. That's how you do a set, brother. Good. Now, see if you can do a little bit less tension in the ankle and then redirect that to the hip. Because I notice this a lot with myself too and with others.
You try to
they just get so much here, and then this gets the train effect and not as much here. So there's a little bit less here, perfect. Put it more into the hip. Yep.
It's like some medieval torture shit.
Belt buckling in. Okay, and you're just gonna let that weight just kind of feed you into some IR. Good. You okay in your knee?
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel that in the hip?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say if you can get a little bit more of a slight knee bend, yeah, there you go. Keeping the hips level. With that knee bend, it should help a little bit. You don't have to go quite as far right there. Resistance training, what did you do this week? At all? I know it's only the second day of the week, but.
Yeah, I've done my upper body 5-3-1 and my deadlifting 5-3-1 today.
When did you deadlift?
Today's final set was 295, as many as I could get.
Okay. Oh, that was this morning?
Yeah.
Okay. Fan favorite, pelvis Presley. Okay?
Got it.
So Rob, here's the goal, okay? I want you to put this between your knees. Mm-hmm. Give me a slight dorsiflex, okay? Press into the block, you feel adductors. Mm-hmm. Heels into the bench, you feel hamstring. Mm-hmm. You're gonna keep this co-contraction the whole time, and then slowly roll your pelvis off. So you're basically gonna do a segmental glute bridge.
Got it.
Okay? As high as you can. So posterior tilt, and then roll off as high as you can. You can even reach for the sky, this. Good. Squeezing this. You feel a lot of adductor? Nice. Now reverse that. So think come down here first. Thoracic, lumbar, tailbone. Good. Reset again. Excellent job. Good segmentation. Can you make it harder? You're going to go up on 2, down on 1. Okay? Good. Reach through here. Squeeze. Just extend the knee. Yep. And then pivot down. Nice, long, extend. A lot of ham. You heard of that local store, Honey Baked Ham? We ship to them right here.
There it is. It's good. I'm gonna be eating that tomorrow.
Cooking it today, eating it tomorrow.
Oh, it's cooked.
You get a lot of adductor, a lot of hamstring, a lot of lower abdominals. It's a good drill to be able to disassociate.
Hey, get your hamstrings though.
Yeah. Let's take that, let's challenge that a little bit. Okay. So we'll start off in like a hip thrust position.
Yep.
You're gonna give yourself as much flexion as you can to give yourself slack into the system.
Yeah.
Achieve that vacuum feeling and then slowly anterior tilt
While holding
the vacuum. And if you start to lose your vacuum, stop with the anterior tilt, just hold that. If you're trying to find max length, you should get that deep, deep abdominal stretch.
Gotcha.
Cool? So with hip extension, go ahead and do it, do your thing. He's gonna blow out all of his air so he gets this vacuum-like feeling. Then he's gonna slowly try to let that pelvis anterior tilt, which is gonna pull more on that tissue and almost try to release his vacuum. So now he's really at length, and then when he starts to lose it, he'll reset and come back up. You feel that stretch in the abdominals? Good. So keep this, tuck under, like that, yes. Posterior tilt. Now, keep that posterior tilt, establish your vacuum. Okay, shoulders stay where they are, just start to tilt your pelvis back. Exactly that. Shouldn't even really have to drop your level too much. So he's already got this mechanical load in his diaphragm, and then that pelvis is pulling away, which is gonna get him more stretch on there. Establish the vacuum, let the hips drop. And once you're at that point where if you go any further, you'll lose that suction feeling, just maintain it. Keep pulling belly button to spine, belly button to spine. Excellent job. Whew. I think it helps too that you trap bar deadlifted because your nervous system's all ramped up, even though you're fatigued in a sense.
Yeah, I don't think I would have been able to put as much into that first drill.
Yeah.
Had I not been primed this morning.
That's cool. I'm gonna need a spine car out of you with the honey.
Let's do it.
Okay, so 1 rep per side.
Okay.
Bring it all together. Good, Rob. That's it. Disassociating spine from hips. Excellent. Pull, pull. Other way. That's it, lock it out. Great job with those hips.
Whew.
That was awesome, man.
Good stuff.
Great job. How
You
you feeling?
feel that one?
Yeah. Spine's feeling good?
Yes.
Hips?
Yes. Much better than when I got here.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you're making great progress because you just obviously embodying this and doing everything at home. So just keep doing what you're doing. Come back every week. Appreciate you, man.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you guys for watching.